Ever feel a chill run down your spine in an old building? What if that feeling never left? For some thrill seekers, a hotel isn't just a place to sleep. It's a place to hunt for ghosts. Today, we're checking into 12 of the world's spookiest hotels, where the guests are permanent and the checkout time is never. Grab your courage. We're about to explore places where the lights flicker for a reason. First stop, the infamous Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, Colorado. If this place feels familiar, it's because it inspired Stephen King's The Shining. After King and his wife stayed here as the only guests before its winter closure, he had a terrifying nightmare that led to the classic horror novel. Guests and staff report hearing phantom parties in the ballroom, pianos playing on their own, and the ghostly figures of the original owners, F.O. and Flora Stanley, still overseeing their beloved hotel. Flora is often heard playing the piano, while F.O. occasionally appears in the billiards room. Room 217, where King stayed, is particularly active. It's said that the spirit of a former head housekeeper, Elizabeth Wilson, still tends to the room, sometimes unpacking guests' bags for them. Next, we journey to the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel in Los Angeles, California. This iconic hotel has been a hotspot for stars since 1927, and some of them apparently never left. The most famous spectral resident is Marilyn Monroe. Her reflection has been spotted numerous times in a full-length mirror that was once in her favorite suite, Suite 1200. The mirror is now located near the elevators. Another star who lingers is actor Montgomery Clift. He stayed in room 928 for 3 months while filming From Here to Eternity, and his spirit is said to still pace the halls, sometimes even playing his trumpet. People also report cold spots, mysterious phone calls to the operator from empty rooms, and the phantom of a little girl in a blue dress named Carolyn. Let's cross the pond to the Langham Hotel in London, England. This luxurious Victorian hotel is considered one of the most haunted in the city. Its most famous ghost is a man in Victorian evening wear who haunts room 333. He's believed to be the spirit of a doctor who took his own life and that of his wife while on their honeymoon in that very room. He's known to appear in October, often staring out the window before vanishing. Other spirits include a German prince who jumped out of a 4th-floor window before World War I, and even the ghost of Emperor Napoleon III, who lived at the Langham during his exile. The basement is said to be the most active area, with staff reporting feeling pushed or hearing disembodied whispers. Now, let's head down under to the Russell Hotel in Sydney, Australia. Located in the Rocks, Sydney's oldest neighborhood, this hotel was once a sailor's hostel and is said to be haunted by the spirit of a seaman from the colonial era. He's most frequently seen in room 8, where he stands watching guests sleep before silently vanishing. Guests have reported hearing unexplained footsteps creaking on the floorboards above them when there's no one there. The eerie presence is felt throughout the hotel, a chilling reminder of the area's rough and tumble maritime past. It's a cozy hotel with a not-so-cozy history. Our 5th haunted stay is at the Fairmont Banff Springs in Alberta, Canada. This stunning castle in the Rockies has a beauty that hides some spooky secrets. One of its most famous ghosts is the Ghost Bride. The story goes that in the late 1920s, a bride tripped on her gown while descending a grand staircase, fell, and tragically died. Her heartbroken spirit is now seen dancing in the ballroom or gliding down that same staircase, forever waiting for her first dance. Another permanent resident is Sam the Bellman, a friendly spirit who worked at the hotel until his death in 1975. He's said to still help guests, sometimes turning on lights or unlocking doors. He's a helpful ghost, but a ghost nonetheless. Let's sail to the Queen Mary Hotel in Long Beach, California. This retired ocean liner is more than a hotel. It's a floating paranormal hotspot with a history of tragedy. During its time at sea, several deaths occurred. Now permanently docked, it's considered one of America's most haunted places. One of the most active areas is the engine room, where a young crewman was crushed to death by a watertight door. His spirit is said to still roam the area. Another is the ship's pool, where the ghosts of two women who drowned are often heard splashing and seen in period bathing suits. Guests also report hearing the cries of a baby from the third-class playroom and seeing the lady in white in the Queen S salon. Next, we visit the Omni Parker House in Boston, Massachusetts. As the longest continuously operating hotel in the U.S., it has had plenty of time to accumulate some ghosts. The hotel's founder, Harvey Parker, is said to still roam the halls of the 10th floor, ensuring his hotel is running smoothly. Guests have reported seeing his misty apparition and smelling whiskey in rooms where no one is drinking. The 3rd floor is haunted by the spirit of Charles Dickens, who lived at the hotel for 5 months. People often hear his disembodied voice reciting his works. There are also frequent complaints about the sound of a rocking chair in rooms where none exists. Let's fly to Ireland and check into Bellaghy Castle. This 17th century castle on the Antrim coast is home to a friendly but sad ghost, Lady Isabella Shaw. Legend says her husband locked her in a room at the top of the castle because she couldn't produce a male heir. Rather than starve, she tragically fell from the window. Her spirit is now said to wander the corridors, knocking on doors and then disappearing. The hotel has even dedicated a special ghost room in the tower where she was allegedly imprisoned, for brave guests who want to try and meet her. Back to the U.S., we find ourselves at the Hotel del Coronado in San Diego, California. This beautiful Victorian beachfront resort has a famous and tragic ghost story. In 1892, a young woman named Kate Morgan checked in and waited for a lover who never arrived. A few days later, she was found dead on the exterior staircase leading to the beach. Her spirit is said to have never left her former room on the 3rd floor. Guests and staff report flickering lights, TVs turning on and off by themselves, strange scents, and unexplained breezes. She seems to be a mischievous but harmless spirit, still waiting at her seaside paradise. For our 10th spot, we head to the Taj Mahal Palace Hotel in Mumbai, India. This luxurious landmark has a heartbreaking ghost story tied to its creation. The building's chief architect, W.A. Chambers, went on a trip to England. When he returned, he was horrified to discover that the hotel had been built facing the wrong direction, away from the harbor. Devastated, he allegedly jumped from the 5th floor. His perfectionist spirit is said to still wander the halls and the old wing, overseeing the hotel and making sure everything is just right. Some guests have even reported encountering him in the rooftop lounge. Now let's venture to the Tofteholm Herrgård in Sweden. This former private manor is haunted by the ghost of a young commoner who fell in love with the Baron's daughter. The Baron forbade their marriage and forced his daughter to marry an older nobleman. On the wedding day, the heartbroken young man took his own life in what is now room 324. Guests staying in that room have reported seeing the figure of a young man, hearing unexplained noises, and finding that windows they securely shut have been mysteriously opened. His sad spirit is still waiting for his lost love. Finally, we arrive at the First World Hotel in Genting Highlands, Malaysia. As one of the largest hotels in the world with over 7,000 rooms, it's perhaps no surprise that some are said to be haunted. The entire resort is built on a mountain ridge that was once jungle, and there are many local tales of spirits disturbed by the construction. Some guests have reported feeling an unseen presence or hearing wailing noises. The hotel is also attached to a casino, and local lore suggests that some ghosts are those who lost everything and ended their lives there. Staff allegedly keep certain floors entirely vacant due to paranormal activity, though the hotel does not officially confirm this. It's a massive, bustling place with a hidden, spooky side. From heartbroken lovers to dedicated employees, these hotels offer more than just a room for the night. They offer a chance to connect with the past in the most chilling way possible. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, the stories behind these historic walls are undeniably fascinating. So, would you be brave enough to spend a night in one of them? Thanks for joining me on this ghostly tour. If you enjoyed this spooky journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more adventures into the unknown. Let me know in the comments which hotel you'd dare to visit. Stay curious, and see you next time